All right, y'all, for our second camp series meal, I'm going to show you guys how to take your burgers up a notch. These are going to be delicious. So let's get cooking, y'all. Here's our ingredient list. These farmhouse butter buns, super good. These are the ones you got to get. You need 1 yellow onion, some portobello mushrooms, a pound of ground beef, butter, mayo, aged Swiss, some bacon, and then you need onion powder, garlic powder, Himalayan pink salt, and some fresh cracked pepper. So there you have it. This is what we're working with, and these burgers are gonna be delicious. Okay guys, high heat to start with. The nice lovely fire. Get your skillet ready. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons of butter. Get that pan nice and hot, and then we're gonna add our onions that we cut about the thickness that you want. We're going to get those in there with the portobello mushrooms, our chopped bacon, and get this all nice and grilled and crispy. And once your butter starts getting nice and hot, just make sure that your whole pan is covered. We're just going to start adding our onions. Just give these a good stir so that they can get covered in that butter. Now we're going to add our mushrooms. Okay, so we've got our mushrooms, and what I do is I actually break the mushrooms apart so they're not so humongous. Portobellos always run a lot bigger than the white mushrooms. Go ahead and just give it a quick stir, and then we're going to add our salt and pepper to this. And just add enough salt and pepper to your taste. Okay guys, so we added our pink Himalayan salt, our fresh cracked pepper. Now we're just going to let this cook down and saute, and then we're going to add the bacon to it. And this is going to take probably about 5-6 minutes for this to get nice and caramelized. So just stir occasionally. Keep this at high heat. Just be sure that you're with it and you're stirring. If you're not going to be able to stay right with the pan and stir, then turn your heat down to medium-high. So our onions and mushrooms are ready. We're going to add our bacon. So what I've done is I took my kitchen shears. I cut them into about 1-inch pieces. We're going to get this in the pan now with the mushrooms and the onions. And you're just going to take them and just get your pieces apart. They'll cook a lot easier if you do this. And I'm just showing you how, and then I'm gonna be right back because this is hard with one hand. So we got all of the bacon in. Now we're just gonna go ahead and stir. And let me tell you, it's gonna give these onions and these mushrooms such an incredible flavor as this cooks, and that bacon fat just melts into those onions and mushrooms. So you just keep stirring. It's going to take probably 4 or 5 minutes for this bacon to crisp up. Be careful that you don't walk away because you don't want your onions and your mushrooms to burn. So you do want to keep stirring at this point in time. Sorry, this is so hard to do with one hand. And what I do is I cut a T, and the reason why is because your meat will come out super easy. I'll show you in just a second. Okay, so when you cut it in a T, now all you're going to do is you just peel back the wrapper. And what I love doing when we're camping is I look for the stuff that is on clearance, throw it in the freezer really quick, and then we use this for camping. Saves us a ton of money. We're just going to pound out. What we're doing is we're doing 4 1/4 pound, or you can do 2 half, but we're doing 1/4 pound. So you go ahead and pound them out, and then we're going to add our onion powder, garlic powder, cracked pepper, and the salt. We got all of our seasoning on our burgers. let's go ahead and get the grill going. So our bacon, onion, and mushroom mix is nice and crispy and cooked. So we're gonna go ahead and turn the fire off, leave this here, and cover it with another pot. Just upside down, and this will help keep the warmth inside. Let's go get these burgers on the grill. All right, guys, it's time for our buns. So what we did was we got the onion and pepper and bacon goodness out of the pan. It's in a bowl. We are going to use the exact same pan because all this is going to soak into the bun and give it such amazing flavors. So let's get our buns. Okay, so what we do to start is you go ahead and put a little bit of mayo on each bun. Not a ton, because this is just going to give it a really good flavor when it grills. Kind of like a grilled cheese. And then we're going to go ahead and spread it out and add our spices. Okay, guys, so notice there's not a ton of mayonnaise on here. You just want a light layer. Let's add our spices. We're going to add some onion powder. Some garlic powder. And some fresh black pepper. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and heat this pan back up. You're going to go on medium-high heat so it gets nice and hot. And then we're just going to add a little bit of butter. Maybe about, I don't know, half a tablespoon. Get this in here. We're going to get it cooked down before we grill our buns. But let's go check on our burgers. So we've already given a good flip. You can see all those spices. I wish you could smell through here because I love the smell of burgers on a grill. Okay, now you're going to start seeing the butter. It's going to get nice and bubbly, so we know that it's getting hot. And all we're going to do is just add the buns to the pan, and we're going to go ahead and grill them. And you want to give just kind of a light push down so that it flattens, and then let the pan do the rest. And if you push, you can actually feel there's like a sizzle on the bun that you can feel with your hands. So you just want to make sure that the actual bun is hitting so that it's nice and flat. Let's see. And then you're just going to let this cook for about 2 to 3 minutes. We got 2 slices of our aged Swiss, and we're going to go ahead and add these to the burgers while they're on the grill so that they get nice and melted. Okay, so let's check. See how gorgeous that is? So that one's not quite ready yet. This one's ready. So this one just needs another minute. Alright, that's good. We're going to go ahead and add a little bit of mayo. And then we're going to add our onions and bacon onto the bottom of the bun, and our mushroom mix. That cheese is nice and melted. You're just going to stick it right on top. And there you go, guys. Some really, really good, delicious burgers. We have a special appearance tonight by my husband Gary because we're camping. So he's going to be the tester and tell y'all what he thinks of these burgers. You like them?
Really good.
Can you taste the bacon?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Is it a good camp meal?
Mm-hmm.
This is your kind of camp food?
Yeah.
There you have it. Another camp recipe in the camping series. I hope you enjoyed it. And again, you don't have to eat bland food while you're camping. We'll see you next time. Have a good one, guys.